When we opened the show, you said you wanted to talk about the possible struggles that Orlando Pirates can face leading into this new season. Sibabhekile during Lama preseason, they've played 3 games, drew 1, won 1, and Izolo they lost 1. So what are these possible struggles, those Bonayu, the Orlando Pirates, that they could face next season, and how do they avoid these?
One thing that it's worrying me. It's really worrying me. Look, Pirates are a good team. They've got good players. They've got attacking players that they can create chances, that they can score. But I'm looking at Champions League. And when you're gonna play Champions League, you really need a striker. You really need somebody that will really gonna score for you. You need a goal scorer, not Gangane, not Uzoti. No. Pirates, they need a striker. They need a striker. They've got Pirates is good at in the goal post, defense, very good. Midfielders, meaning defensive, and the attacking midfielders, very good. And up front there, the creativity there, it's very good. And also those players they create, they can also score, those attacking players. But at some point, there's games where you just need to put the ball in the box, where you're going to have somebody that you're really going to punish the team. So that's my worry at Paris, that are they shaping them up? Umbutuma, no, Radopane, no one says to be really deadly in that box. If that's the case, okay, no worries. That means Pirates, they don't need to get a striker. But if they are not going to be sharp as they're going to play the Champions League, then Pirates are going to struggle. Because, yes, they're good players. I love them. They're good players. I'm not only looking at here in our league. I'm also looking at in the CAF Champions League, because when you play CAF Champions League, that is international football. Because you're playing with other countries, and they get also good players from outside their own countries to beef up their team, to have a very strong team. So that is one thing that I'm looking at. If they're going to be sharp, no problem. Let's go for it. But if they're going to be the very same players that they've been there watching them last season and the season before, then Pirates is going to struggle in terms of really getting those goals.
Let's say Pirates doesn't get the striker Funagalai. How do we then improve the situation? Yaga Radio Pane, Evidence Mahopano in Yanela Mbutuma. How does the technical team as well as the coach prepare these 3 strikers to be deadly for Orlando Pirates, Lapapamil?
There's nothing wrong if Orlando Pirates they can get a strikers coach. I think Baba Bizanganchalo. If that's the case, Abatole, somebody that will specifically work with them in terms of the finishing part, because I'm not worried with their movement. They can move very well, but now when they need to finish, that's my worry. Because Mbutuma, he does create chances for his teammate. Mahopa, he does create chances for his teammates. Also, Radopane, he does create chances for his teammate. But as a striker, you need to score. And as champions of the Betway Premiership, they should be ready in scoring. Not do 2 games or 3 games without a striker scoring a goal. That's when you're gonna play Champions League, not having strikers that are scoring eventually, maybe week in, week out, or maybe plus minus in 2 weeks or 3 weeks to get goals, then they're going to struggle. So as they're still there at Pirates, I love that they keep them. That is good. That means they are working with them. They're just preparing them very well. If they can be ready in terms of scoring, then I think we're not going to have a problem. But if they're going to be the very same players that they were, then I'm telling you, we're going to see again Apolise Kubo Uye, over top goal scorer, or Moremi, all the attacking players, they'll be the ones that are scoring goals more than the strikers at Pirates.
Speaking of possible struggles for you, Orlando Pirates, towards the end of the season, last season, especially the last 2 games against Durban City and Orbit College, Orlando Pirates failed to score goals. I mean, it had to take Orbit College to go replace in order for them to win a game. You could see they lacked a lot of creativity. And the one player depend for creativity or Lebohile Mofokeng. Now, how do they now resolve leyo nkinga leyo creativity? Because say siyabagruma evidence mahupa ba prepare kahle, they get a strikers coach. Now they need a supply. Leo supply by Tolago, because it seems as though they haven't really focused on signing another creative player who can take over from Mofokeng.
Yeah, that's a challenge. That's going to be a very, very serious challenge, because one, you don't have the player that does making things happen for the team. 2, you don't have that typical striker that will score, even if that player Mofokeng has left the team, was a Belgium. It's no more with the team that he used to create, he used to score for the team. So it's going to be a very, very big challenge. So I thought maybe Dr. Ivan Khoza will and Cape Town Spurs. Cape Town Spurs. They'll find a way. They'll find a way to Dr. Ivan Khoza to get to Vet Boy at Orlando Pirates, because I believe that the boy can be a good sub for Olontuzana or King number 2000 as Joba Ihambil. So I don't know, but it's worrying me. It's worrying me when I'm too, because even when Mofokeng was there, I still ask for Orlando Pirates to get a good striker. Even though Mofokeng was there, creating chances, scoring, but I still ask that the Pirates, they need a striker. They need a striker. But yeah, here you are today. Pirates are gonna face the Betway Premiership. They're gonna face the Champions League, MTN 8, Calling Blake Label, Nedbank Cup, without a striker, and Mofokeng has left. So I don't know how you're gonna work it out, or maybe the players that are there, they'll try to come to the party in terms of trying to close that space is a show Mofokeng. But now the thing is that even though they can close that space, Mofokeng, but they still need a striker. They still need a striker. They can find Naye Uvet Boy come in La part to replace Olontuzana King number 2000. But again, we're going to ask about a striker, because if you don't have a proper striker, somebody that you're 100% sure that is going to score goals for you, then you're going to have a problem.
So, sticking with Orlando Pirates for a bit, can I just ask, as someone who's Lalile and as a coach, how many central midfields are teams in the PSL allowed to register?
It's that one is up to the coaches. It's up to the coaches how many central midfielders they want. Some they pair them depending on the formation. For example, if they play 4-4-2, others they prefer to have 4, because normally it plays 2 in that central position. Others they play with 3 midfielders, So then they'll prefer to have 6, so that the 3 can replace the 3. So they'll prefer to have 6. But yeah, you'll find some of them, they've got more than that. And then maybe they'll play with 3, but that 3, they'll find that they've got 2 defensive midfielders and 1 attacking. Some other teams have got 2 attacking midfielders and have 1 defensive midfield. So it's up to the coach in terms of how many really central midfielders does the coach wants. It goes back to saying what formation is the coach is going to play. In that formation that is playing, is he going to play with 2 defensive midfielders, or is going to play with 1? If he plays with 2 defensive midfielders, definitely sure, then he will need 4 players in that. If he's playing with 3 midfielders, then definitely he's going to need 6. But yeah, it's up to the coaches.
So the reason I'm asking this question is because Orlando Pirates, on top of Lama central midfielder manning, they went and added more numbers to their central midfield. Yeah. You'll correct me if Koneng Bakohlai. We have Utalente Mbata, Makehlin Makaula. We have Simpio Silepe, Cameron Denson, Umariko, Nalumfana Lomteteli Limtiani. Those are the ones that I can remember. Ogamanje. Laba bantu laba by 6. What's the point of having so many central midfielders when you don't have enough people playing in that creative role layer number 10?
I'm not sure. Did you add Unduli lap?
Unduli, yes.
Then you see. That means he's gonna play with 2 defensive midfielders. And sometimes if the game asking them to play with 3 central midfielders, that's what is going to happen. Because remember too, when you sometimes play, let's say for example, you play against Mamelodi Sundowns, then you can play with those 3 central midfielders because you want to have those players that they will bite, that will make sure that Sundowns doesn't play in the midfield. But now again, when you play against Kaizer Chiefs, that doesn't have those players abanga Luntuzan, abanga headache. So you'll have 2 defensive midfielders and then one attacking. So yeah, at the end of the day, when I'm doing, look, it's a difficult one really to answer because I'm not in coach's mind like Coach Ward. Why is he having such a number in central midfielders? Because it minus the number 10 role. Because by looking at all these players, I would say all of them, that's really typical central midfielders. So that means it tells you that Coach Ward is going to play with 2 defensive midfielders, not with 1. So yeah, you just have to wait and see.
We can only wait. But so just to summarize this Orlando Pirates chat, what's your final verdict on Orlando Pirates' performance next season? Are they going to defend the Betway Premiership and possibly challenge for CAF Champions League, or Orlando Pirates in next season as coach number 3?
No, to Mamela, let me make you smile and laugh at the very same time. Pirates, they're in Spain. They were there, they've won the Betway Premiership. They went there again this time around. And the worst scenario this time around is that Spain won the World Cup. So there's a lot that they're going to get there in Spain by being there. In terms of obviously, everyone will love to play against Orlando Pirates, a team that comes from South Africa with players that were in the national team and playing the World Cup. So it also plays a part in all the preparation. But yeah, yes, they have to defend. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be very tough. They have to defend the Betway Premiership. They have to defend the MTN 8. They have to defend the Carling Blake label. And they need to go for the kill with Nedbank Cup. So the tough part that I'm worried, that I'm very, very worried, is the Champions League. Champions League, those are international players. It's not we cannot compare other teams that, remember, go Champions League him too. Only the champions and the second spot that are playing the Champions League. So that means you're going to play against the best. So if you are not ready enough playing against the best, then it's going to be a problem. So not per se that they will really struggle. Obviously, when we've got Sundowns that is doing very well. It's going to be a bit of a challenge. But Orlando Pirates, definitely, they are going very strong to defend the Betway Premiership.